One day, a deputation of religious leaders from Jerusalem came to investigate what was going on. They were shocked to see that Yeshua and his disciples did not even wash their hands before eating. It is Jewish custom to be very strict about cleanliness, especially with eating. Even just going out to the markets requires them to wash their hands. There are many other rules too, about how to clean their cups and pots and other food containers, and how to clean the tables on which they ate.
Why do your disciples disregard our teachings about cleanliness?
They are eating without washing their hands.
The prophet Isaiah must have had you guys in mind when he wrote, "These people say they love me, but their hearts say otherwise. Their worship is a farce because they teach man-made rules and not what I have said. They ignore the commandments of Yahweh and focus instead on traditions. Traditions like washing pots and cups and other things, which is what you are doing now." I'll give you another example of your disobedience. Moses said to take care of your parents, and if you curse father or mother, you should be executed. But you say that people can ignore their parents and call such indifference a sacrifice to Yahweh. You say that they are under no further obligation to care for their parents. Do you see how your man-made rules have contradicted what Yahweh said about caring for parents in their old age?
Then he addressed the crowd.
Listen, all of you, and understand. There is nothing that goes into the body that will make you evil. What makes you evil comes out of you, out of your evil thoughts. If you have ears, use them. Try to understand what I'm saying.
Later, back inside the house, his disciples asked him to explain this comparison between food and evil.
Are you so deaf too? Can't you see that nothing you eat is going to make you evil? Food doesn't change the way you think. It just goes into your stomach, through your intestines, and out into the sewer. Spiritually speaking, all food is neutral. But immorality comes from inside of you. Evil thoughts, sexual misconduct, murder, greed, lies, hatred, blasphemy, pride, and foolishness. These all come from within. And that is what defines the difference between good and evil.
From there, they traveled north to the border of the countries we now call Syria and Lebanon, hoping to stay at a house there without being spotted. But a woman whose young daughter had an unclean spirit heard he was there, and she came and knelt at Yeshua's feet. She was a Greek woman from Syria, and she begged Yeshua to cast the unclean spirit out of her daughter.
I've been sent to the children of Israel first. It's not right to take the children's food and feed it to the dogs.
Oh yes, Lord, but the dogs still get to eat the crumbs that fall from the table, and that's all I am asking for from you.
Fair enough. I'm impressed by your faith and by your humility as well. Because of this, you can go back to your daughter and you will find that she has been healed.
Sure enough, when she arrived at her house, she found her daughter lying peacefully on her bed. The bad spirit had left. From the borders of Syria and Lebanon, Yeshua traveled east to the 10 cities before returning to the Sea of Galilee. Back in Galilee, a man was brought to him who was deaf and partially dumb. His friends were begging Yeshua to put his hand on the man. Yeshua took him away from the crowd and did something with his finger in the man's ears. Then he spit and touched the man's tongue. Looking up to heaven, he sighed.
Ephata, open.
In that very moment, the man's hearing returned, and the muscles in his tongue did something so that he could speak clearly.
Thank you! Thank you!
Please, don't say anything about this to anyone. Can you do that?
Look at this!
Did you hear what I said? I don't want you telling anyone about what I did.
But they just would not stop talking about it.
This guy is amazing.
He not only healed his hearing, but he fixed his speech as well.
I can't wait to tell my wife about this.